From Vince Scully Avenue, welcome to Dodger Stadium. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. And we'll be back for the first pitch right after this.
Your Los Angeles Dodgers.
Almost ready to get underway, and taking the ball for the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani. What do we have on him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Here comes the 0-1.
Ball, that's out.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Late with the swing there.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Springer swings through that one. It's a strikeout. One out in the top of the first.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. First pitch just misses. Ohtani, 30 years old now. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. One down, base is empty. Line drive. Nice grab. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Two out, space is empty. That one misses, and a count 2-1. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
Popped up, middle of the diamond. Betts. He makes the grab, and that is that. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here in L.A. and pitching in this game, Kevin Gausman. What should we keep an eye on here?
Four-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Out in front and foul to the left side. turns and fires to Betts. The shortstop takes the ball. On the ground. Jump throw on the money. Nice play.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball.
Second
Then even
baseman,
more impressive was the throw. Off
Edmonds.
balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
And here comes Tommy Edman. First pitch misses. And another ball. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. Next pitch is outside. That's ball four. Tried another sinker, but couldn't find a zone.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared,
baseman,
knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take
Freeman.
that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Freddie Freeman stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Man at first, one away. There goes the runner. Pitch misses. Throw to second. Save. So now the injury forcing a substitution at second base. And here's the pinch runner, Miguel Rojas. Pulls that one foul. Man at second. And that's in for a strike. 2-2 now. Swung on, belted. Lucas giving chase. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double. As they jump ahead, a run scores.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
One out, runner at second. Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. First pitch, and he just misses. One out and a runner at second. Next one misses, and now 2-0.
2-0 count to a guy like this at the plate. You've got to throw a pitcher's pitch. Don't just try to get a strike. He could make you pay.
Left-hand batter waits. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Swing and a miss. And that is strike two. Runner at second here, one gone. That's off the inside corner, and a full count now.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Bichette whips it to first. They get the out on Muncy.
Batting fifth, right fielder.
Time to check out the Dodgers lineup.
Hernandez.
This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Teoscar Hernandez in the box now. No balls and a strike. And a foul ball. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Pitch is in the dirt. Now 1-2. First inning going a bit long. 23 pitches to this point. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Slider misses outside. Now he breaks his bat. And a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Man on second, 2 down. Popped up. Guerrero should have this one. And makes the grab. And that'll do it. A run, a hit, and a man left. On to the second now from Dodger Stadium. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Jays nothing. Back here at Dodger Stadium. Second inning set to go. And now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. Ohtani back to work. In for a strike. 0-1. This one popped up. Betts. 1 away.
Batting fifth, catcher Alejandro Kirk.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Alejandro Kirk. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. Close, but called a ball. And it's 1-0.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
In the air, right field. Hernandez on the move. Can't get there. This one lands foul.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
That's way outside. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, base is empty. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Now he gets it to the pitcher covering the bag. And they do get the second out of the inning.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
So up next, Addison Barger. He swings and fouls one off.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And that one missing inside a sharp slider. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That one inside. Look out.
Full count.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
This is downstairs, and that's ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
That's a nice at bat and a
Left
great
fielder,
take on
Anthony
3-2. Probably could have
Santander.
gone either way in that spot around the knees.
Anthony Santander stands in now and watches strike 1. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Pajes sizes this one up. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Blue Jays held in check. They trail here 1-0. Back here at Chavez Ravine, bottom of the second. Here's the power hitting catcher, Will Smith. That misses the zone. 1-0.
1-0.
And there's a foul ball. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him. Now 1 away.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to
Batting
even that
7th,
count up to 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Here's the center fielder, Andy Pajes. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. And it's fouled away. One down, base is empty. Ripped, but it curls foul. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Here's Kike Hernandez. And that's outside. And that is ball one. And
That's
another
ball
ball. That's in there, and it's 2-1. Lined into left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. And that keeps the inning going.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one.
And man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you had everything on time and in control from start to finish with your swing.
At the plate, Hesung Kim. That one well upstairs. And that's ball one. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
To third. Fires over to Guerrero. Third out, and that ends the frame. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We play 2 full. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Jays nothing. On to the third inning, and the batter now, Nathan Lucas.
Nathan Lucas.
All right, Singh, you know I'm a dork. Shohei Ohtani, go back to May 5th, 2022 at Fenway Park. He tossed a complete game through 99 pitches. Get this, 81 strikes. It was the most strikes thrown with less than 100 pitches in a game since they started tracking pitch counts.
That's just unreal.
Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
That one the other way. Betts whips it across. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Batting ninth, the second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
You got to be kidding me. Did you see that throw?
Not really, Boog. I mean, it happened in the blink of an eye, it seemed, but thankfully StatCast is here to help us out. I mean, you don't see many throws across the infield that get up into the 90s, so he really reached back for that one, and he had to get the out.
Here's Andres Jimenez. There's a strike. The 0-1. And a foul ball. And a swing and a miss. 2 gone.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Now it's going to be George Springer. That one off the mark, and it's 1-0. Just missed.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Two down, nobody on. Rip to third. Muncy sends it to first. That takes care of Springer. And the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. They're down 1-0. Set for the bottom of the third. Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. Singh, you talk about a guy that has all the skills The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Right through there for a strike.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. That one gets down for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. You can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him to chase on the 2-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. Entered the game as a pinch runner. First plate appearance for him here. Foul ball there.
You know, these Dodgers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense. You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Next offering is fouled back.
That's a ball.
Chases that one out of the zone. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
That's about as nasty of a split as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
So now it's Freddie Freeman. Doubled his first time. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Next pitch is outside. Betts leads off first with 1 away. Hit in the air, right field. And that'll fall for a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Muncy digs in. He's 0 for 1. Just missed. And that misses. And that's ball 2.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That one misses. And now 3-0. Fastball for a strike. And that'll load the bases.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day 1.
So bases all loaded up. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Golden opportunity right here.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
The Dodgers threatening.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Just missed.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. He's got it. Here comes the runner from third. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 2-0.
Well, that can be a tough one with the bases loaded. You can try to do too much, but there he didn't. He stayed within himself. He got that run in with the sac fly. Would have been nice if the runners behind could have advanced, but they'll take what they got.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. Struck out swinging his first time. Just missed.
Outside.
Tap foul at the plate. And that one lifted in the air center field. Varsho settles under it. And the inning is over. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. On to inning number 4. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Jays nothing. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And set to lead off the 4th, Bo Bichette. Headed down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball.
Well, these Blue Jays just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Rojas makes the grab, 1 down. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 0 for 1 so far.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Ball.
Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium. Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
1 down, base is empty. Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. Hernandez moving back for it. Gone! An absolute smash to left. It's 2-1.
Man, he looks like his dad out there hitting home runs. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
1 down, and now it's Dalton Varsho. 0 for 1 with a flyout. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Varsho, a former Gold Glove winner, 28 years old. And he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Wisconsin. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Strike 3. It's a strikeout for Ohtani.
With that kind of velocity and elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. Foul ball. Blue Jays down a run. Outside low, and the count even 1-1. And that's down and away. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And now it's filled up 3-2. Well struck left field. And in one hops the wall. Now he turns and heads for second. Not in time. It's a double.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
So digging in, Addison Barger worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
And a swing and a line drive at a right field. And that'll do it. The Jays get one back on this homer. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Ready to go, bottom 4. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pages.
Andy Pages.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
That one missed.
1-1.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. And there's a ball. Just misses. And that's ball 3. Right side, hard hit. To first, and one gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And Kike Hernandez at the plate. Ball 1 low.
Touchdown.
Fly ball center field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 down.
Up next for the Dodgers, designated
2 down,
hitter,
base is empty. And now
Kim.
here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Ha-Seong Kim. Grounded out his first time. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next offering is in for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Next offering is down low. Up the middle. Fires to first on the run. They get the out, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, but they still lead it 2-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 5th. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Anthony Santander. Ohtani back to work. That one fouled off.
Well, these Jays, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They really haven't worked many deep counts or long at-bats, and that's fine if you're having a lot of success, but at this point, I think it's time to make an adjustment.
Misses inside. Now 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Laser could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. Into second base. The tying run is on with a leadoff double.
He was all over that
now
one. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now the right fielder, Nathan Lucas. That one at triple digits. Santander at second with nobody out.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Into center. Pajes on the move. Got it. Really had to move for that catch. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that is out of play. Inside, just missed. Out towards left center. 2 away down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, George Springer.
and it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. In the air, left field, down the line. Makes the grab, and that's the third out. One left for Toronto, and our score remains 2-1. Back here in LA, and now the shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Right through there for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Just off the outside edge. 1-1. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Santander puts it away for the out.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
Second baseman, Miguel.
And next for LA,
Rojas.
Miguel Rojas. Went down on strikes his first time through. Yeah, that's fouled off. Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. And that's
Inside, ball
off
one.
the inside edge. And now it's even 1-1. Just
that's off the plate.
missed. One down, base is empty. And
Ball
that
3.
is downstairs. 3-1
3
now.
balls, 1 strike.
That one pushed foul. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Santander sizing this one up. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. That catches the top part of the zone, and it's 0-2. Activity in the bullpen. Louis Varland, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Nance getting loose as well. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. So they go quietly there. 5 innings complete. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Blue Jays 1. Back here at Dodger Stadium. New inning getting started. And now for the Jays, Bo Bichette.
Shortstop, Bo Bichette.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That's to third. Throw on to Freeman. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. And here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's already homered here in this one. And a foul ball. Vladdy needs just 1 hit to reach 200 for the season. The Blue Jays trailing by a run, and we're the top half of the sixth. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
Pretty impressive the year he's put together. 200 hits doesn't happen by accident, and there are some years nobody reaches 200 at all. Props to him for getting this far.
And that one is lifted in the air, and that'll fall for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Really nice job, a two-strike hit in that at-bat. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Dalton Varsho. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Just missed.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. He's painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
That's in there. 1-2.
With two strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And that one got a piece of him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Ohtani will depart, gave him a good effort as he exits with a lead. And we'll have a new pitcher when we come back.
Now pitching.
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Michael Kopech.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
So up next for Toronto, Alejandro Kirk, 1 for 2. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits.
0-1's the count.
And ball one.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When she elevates, guys aren't touched it.
Here's a 1-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a miss, and 1-0-2 on the radar gun. Two outs, couple of base runners at first and second. And that one fouled off. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. A towering shot. And the Blue Jays have the lead now. It's 4-2.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Anthony Santander at the plate. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one. just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Lifted in the air, right field. Hernandez settles under this one. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now 4-2. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Louis Varland.
Now pitching for Toronto, number 77, Louis Varland.
Here comes Max
Leading
Muncy.
off for the Dodgers, third baseman, Max Muncy.
And that's a little bit high. And that's ball 1. Movement in the bullpen, Sir Anthony Dominguez. A right-hander with big strikeout stuff is getting it fired up. Rodriguez, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. Max Muncy meshes one the opposite way. It's 4-3.
When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. He's under it. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Now batting, catcher Will Smith.
The batter now will be Will Smith. First-round pick out of Louisville in 2016. There's a strike.
Not sure if he was expected for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
1 out, base is empty, and a run in here in the bottom of the 6th. That one missed.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's a laser base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. That can be a really tough pitch to handle, a front door breaking ball, but he did a great job staying in there, keeping that front shoulder closed. He didn't spin off the ball and hook it foul, which happens so many times.
Pajes in the box now, takes strike 1. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Next offering is downstairs.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Smith leads off first with one away. On the ground to the left. Fair ball. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Here's Kike Hernandez. That's off the mark. Ball one.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Late swing fouled off. Swing and a miss. Now he's in a 1-2 hole.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Two on, one out.
Ball two.
In the dirt. Save!
With two on and one out, you're just hoping you can get a double play ball to get yourself out of the inning. But now you've really got some work to do. Need a big strikeout here.
Second and third here. One away. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike.
Well, they get a big strikeout there, and that was a nice job behind the plate to complete the out at first while keeping those runners at second and third. That could have turned out way worse for the defense.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Louis Varland done for the night, and he's on the hook for the runners at second and third, so looking for some help there. Back in a minute.
Now pitching for Toronto.
Now on the bump, Brendan Little.
All they need from him right here is one out, but that's
Little.
easier said than done for sure. Lots of pressure with two runners in scoring position. He does have the one open base to work with if needed.
Next is the Dodger DH, Ha-Seong Kim. Has grounded out a couple of times. And fouled off. Two on, two outs. Just missed.
I got a ball, one strike.
That's too low. Yeah, that's ball two.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Two outs. And that one is downstairs. Now 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
That crosses the plate, and now they're just one strike away from getting out of this mess. And a swing and a miss. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Tanner Scott.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Yep. One-run game. Now at the plate, Nathan Lucas. There's the strike. Scott, a former All-Star, 30 years old now, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2014. Next offering upstairs. And there's a ball. This to center field. Pajes makes the grab on the run.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Jimenez stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Base is empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Check swing, and he went. No balls, 2 strikes.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. Bet the hands are still stinging after that one.
Pitch misses there, and the count is 1-2. Outside with a breaking ball. Stays alive.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
That one missed. Out towards right center field. Pajes has a beat on it. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, designated hitter George Springer.
Here's George Springer. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Inside 1-0. And another ball. Off the mark there. And now 3-0. Bo Bichette waiting for a turn at the plate. That one's in there. 3-1.
Take it all the way on 3-0 right there. And as a hitter, you're saying, why couldn't I get that pitch earlier in the count when I'm looking to swing?
Draws the walk there.
Nope. Ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Bichette, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Springer, the runner at first with 2 gone. Snap throw to first. And Springer's in there safely. Runner on the go. Pitch outside. And safe. It's a stolen base. Runner at second, 2 down. Swings and misses, struck him out. No runs on no hits, no errors, and one left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Dodgers 3. Back here at Chavez Ravine, bottom of the 7th. Here's Mookie now.
Mookie Betts.
The shortstop takes the ball. There's a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. High fly ball out to center field. Varsho. And out number 1 on the grab.
Now batting, second baseman, Miguel.
And now it's going to be Miguel Rojas. Just missed.
That ball went out.
And that is out of play. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. Just off the inside edge. Freddie Freeman in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And the tying run is on base.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Brendan Little departs, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for Toronto.
Sir Anthony Dominguez on a pitch out of the pen here.
Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
1 down, runner at first. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. That's a little high. And that is ball 1. Freeman hits it in the air. Lucas moving back for this one. Pulls it down, and there are 2 away.
Up next for the Dodgers, third baseman, Max.
Here comes Max Muncy. He's already homered in this game.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
Swing and a foul out of play. Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field, way back there. And that is the inning. So the Jays pen does its job nicely there. 8th inning coming up. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Dodgers 3.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Roki Sasaki.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Next offering is fouled back. Swings through that one.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Caught him looking for the K.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
And now Dalton Varsho. Started to swing, held up. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. One down, base is empty. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Look out, almost got him upstairs.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Started after it. Appeal to third. He did not go around. And he grounds one to the right side. That's a base hit.
Now batting, catcher Alejandro Kirk.
One gone, runner at first. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. 1 for 3. And there's a foul ball. In there at the knees for a strike.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
He's got to be frustrated with that call.
No, that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well. And you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
And next for Toronto, Addison Barger. He's been a difference maker in this one with what he did back in the 6th.
No doubt, Boog, a huge 3-run homer, and it's one of the key moments in this game.
That one clips the outside corner. Strike one.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Next offering is fouled back. Varsho off of first with 2 away. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that is that. So one hit is all they get. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Dodgers 3. And we're back onto the bottom of the 8th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one swing here.
Dominguez back to work, and that's in there at the knees for a strike. There's the strike, 95 of that one.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
And misses inside.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Will Smith to the plate. Right through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Next pitch misses way outside. And there's the strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Holding on to a 1-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
That's in. Ball 2.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Now batting.
And now the center fielder, Andy Pajes. And that's in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And that one is lifted in the air. Lucas under it. Brings it in for the 3rd out. So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Alex Vesia.
Now pitching for the Dodgers, number 51, Alex Vesia.
Well, 1-run game, and now for the Jays, Anthony Santander. A switch hitter batting right. That's in for a strike on the outside corner, and it's 0-1. And downstairs, double-barreled action in the bullpen. Edgardo Henriquez getting ready to go. Honda, the power lefty, up as well. Swing and a bouncer out to short. Slings to first. One up, one down.
Now batting, right fielder, Nathan Lucas.
Now here is Nathan Lucas. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. On the ground right side. Rojas with the throw to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the ninth. Running out of chances to pad the lead. Here's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the ninth, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
Inside, just missed. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. This one in the air right field. Hernandez ranging after it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing here this half. 8-9-1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Dodgers 3. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
Now
this is an extremely confident pitcher. He loves the pressure. Actually likes the 1-run game better than a comfortable 3-run save opportunity because that's when he pitches his best.
Now, Enrique Hernandez.
Enrique Hernandez.
And a swing and a miss there.
0-1's the count.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 1-1.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
One-run game, bottom 9. That clips a corner.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
That's a really good take.
And the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
Oh, that slider down and away. It's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate you know you've committed and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
And up next for Los Angeles, Hesung Kim. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. That one hit to right. And it stays there. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off. A chance now to even the score and maybe extend this game.
With the tying run in scoring position in the bottom of the 9th, here's Mookie Betts. Right through there for a strike.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
So the tying run at second. Line drive, base hit. Runner around third. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single, and they've tied it in the bottom of the 9th.
Huge moment for him and his team, Boog. You know, some guys just grip it a bit too tight in a big spot like this, having a chance to tie it up in the bottom of the ninth. But he didn't let the moment get to him. Comes up with the RBI knock, and now he's giving his teammates a chance to walk this thing off with the win if they can push across another run.
And now Miguel Rojas.
That's inside.
That one missing inside. There's the strike. Swings and misses. 1-2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Up and in. And a count now even up. Got him. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, first
Here
baseman,
is Freddie Freeman. Right down to shoot. That's strike 1.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
That one's upstairs, ball 1. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. In there, sets him down on strikes. That's the 3rd out, and we're headed to extras.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back here in L.A., here's George Springer to start it off.
George Springer.
Well, it's kind of deflating. You blow that lead in the bottom of the 9th, so here's a new opportunity. Hit the reset button, try to get some more runs, and then close it out in the bottom half of this one.
And ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Tied at 4. Pitch misses there. 2-0.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a 2-1 hammered but foul. On the ground to 3rd. A sliding stop. Fires to 1st. Got him. Nice play. And that may have saved a run.
You saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great. Reaction time was there. And the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. That's down and in.
No strike.
One out. The go-ahead run is at 2nd. Hit on the ground to short. Bats up with it. Throws across the diamond, and Bichette is retired.
Now batting, the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter,
Now
but
batting,
I totally
the center
understand
fielder,
going with the
Dalton
intentional walk
Varsho.
in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now, and there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get an out.
Varsho, the next to bat, checked his swing. That's ball 1. Two on, 2 outs.
That's ball 2.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
2-1.
On the ground to first, and it's just foul. That was close. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. With the go-ahead run standing at second here in the top half of the 10th. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late, so they strand a pair. On to the bottom of inning number 10, and we are tied 4-4.
Now pitching for Toronto.
Back here in extras, and a new pitcher on the mound in the bottom half of the inning, Yariel Rodriguez. Here's Muncy to hit.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
Bichette in plenty of time to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 10th.
Now batting, the right fielder, Teoscar.
And here comes Teoscar Hernandez for a critical at bat.
Well, first base open. Really no reason to pitch to this hitter right here. Put him on, have the force at second first, perhaps getting inning-ending double play.
Hot shot to third. And Hernandez is out.
Up next for the Dodgers, catcher Will
And here's the
Smith.
catcher, Will Smith.
This is a big spot for a big-time player.
And that drops in for a strike. Toronto's bullpen with some action. Tommy Nance getting loose out there. Winning run at third, 2 down. Just missed. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going. Across is the winning run, and the Dodgers walk it off in extra innings.
Well, you come to the ballpark hoping you'll see something special that day, whether you're a player or a fan. A walk-off.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.